Hello, everyone, and welcome back to English Rhythm, the podcast that helps you boost your English listening and speaking skills through natural conversations. I'm your host, Sarah, and I'm thrilled to have you with me today. In each episode, we dive into everyday scenarios, exploring how native speakers communicate in various situations. This time, we're heading back to school. We'll listen to two short dialogues between students discussing common student life topics, exams, and homework. So, grab your headphones, get comfortable, and let's get started.
Scene 1. Exam stress.
I don't know if I can do this, Chloe. This upcoming exam is killing me.
Tell me about it. I feel like I've been living in the library for the past 2 weeks. I can barely remember what sunlight looks like.
It's the weight of it all, you know? This exam is worth 60% of our final grade. If I don't do well, I'm going to seriously jeopardize my chances of getting into the graduate program I want.
I know, right? I'm in the same boat. My parents are putting so much pressure on me to get good grades. They keep saying things like, "This is your future," as if I didn't already know.
It's not just the external pressure, though. I'm putting a lot of pressure on myself, too. I want to prove to myself that I can master this material. But there's just so much to cover. I feel like I'm drowning in textbooks and notes.
I feel you. I keep having these nightmares where I'm sitting in the exam room, and I suddenly realize I haven't studied anything. It's terrifying.
I had one last night where I showed up to the exam in my pajamas. Talk about embarrassing.
At least that's a new one. Mine are always the same, just pure panic and blank pages.
Have you tried any stress-reducing techniques? I've been trying to meditate, but my mind just keeps racing back to formulas and definitions.
I tried yoga, but I spent the entire class worrying about whether I was remembering the poses correctly. I think I made my stress worse.
Maybe we should try studying together sometime? Two heads are better than one, right? We could quiz each other and help each other understand the trickier concepts.
That's actually a great idea. Maybe tomorrow afternoon? We could grab a study room in the library.
Perfect. Maybe we can actually conquer this exam after all.
Let's hope so. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go wrestle with the intricacies of quantum physics. Wish me luck.
You too. We're going to need it.
Scene 2. Homework help.
Hey Ben, are you working on the math homework? It's killing me. I've been staring at these problems for what feels like forever, and I'm getting nowhere.
Yeah, I'm stuck on problem number 4. I just don't get this chapter on trigonometry. It's like a whole different language. I can't even remember what half the symbols mean.
Me neither. I've been trying to figure it out for hours. I even tried watching some YouTube videos, but they just confused me more. Did you try checking the textbook examples?
Yeah, I did, but they're not very clear. They skip a lot of steps, and I can't follow their logic. I was thinking of asking Mr. Johnson for help tomorrow before class. He always seems to explain things so well.
That's a good idea. Maybe we could go together? Two heads are better than one, right? Plus, maybe if we both ask similar questions, he'll realize it's a general point of confusion and explain it to the whole class later.
Definitely. Maybe he can explain it in a different way that makes more sense. I'm especially confused about the sine and cosine rules. When do you use which one? It's driving me crazy.
Yeah, those are tricky. I think I understand the basic concepts, like SHCHTOI, but applying them to the problems is a different story, especially when the triangles aren't right-angled. Then it's just a mess.
Exactly. There was one problem where they gave us 2 angles and a side, and I had no clue which rule to use. I tried both, and neither gave me a sensible answer. I'm worried I'm going to bomb the quiz on Friday if I don't understand this.
Me too. I'm so stressed about it. Well, let's plan to meet up outside his classroom before school tomorrow. Maybe he can give us a quick explanation and point us in the right direction. We could even try working through a similar problem with him.
Perfect. I'll set an alarm to get there early. I'll bring my textbook and notes too, just in case. Thanks for suggesting that. I was starting to feel really lost, and like I was the only one struggling.
No worries. We'll figure it out. It's definitely not just you. This stuff is tough. See you tomorrow.
See ya.
And that brings us to the end of today's episode. I hope you enjoyed listening to these dialogues and found them helpful for your English learning journey. Remember, practice makes perfect, so try listening to these conversations again and maybe even try practicing them with a friend. Thank you for tuning in to English Rhythm. Until next time, keep practicing and keep learning.